welcome to Mystic Star Magic. I am so happy that you are here with me as we find out what's happening with you this week. So we have 5 piles for you this week. This is pile 1, this is pile 2, this is pile 3, this is pile 4, and this is pile 5. So while you look at this, I'm going to just go ahead and say thank you so much for joining me. I am so honored that you're here. If you want to find out information about the oracles that I'm using, all the information is down below. If you want to find out about personal readings, booking a personal reading with me, it's all down below, information down below. And if you want to donate to the channel, all information is down below. Okay, so right now I want you to just close your eyes and inhale. Clear your mind. And now as we exhale, choose whichever palm draws you to it. Alright, let's do it. Hello, group 1. Let's see. So you chose this beautiful card, and it's all about relaxation. So I think that is an important aspect that you might be wanting this week. So stop your world from spinning by partaking in well-deserved moments of relaxation. So this makes me feel like you are, these are kind of like the overall energies here. So this is going to be interesting. So instead of like being all worried and all like tense about everything, I think this is what it's being here. It's like if you have that relaxation, the joy comes back. Like, and with this joy, I actually love this joy. I created this deck, but it's like, because it's the simplicity of like being playful. As a kid doesn't really like look at this puddles. You're stepping on the puddles, which normally people are like, no, but like as a kid, you actually do it. You just have fun with it. So I think this is what I'm getting here for this week. It's time for you to take a step back. And just instead of trying to I want to say stop adulting for just a little while and kind of go more into your childlike energy here. And part of that is relaxation. And so what do you do for relaxation? I don't know, but it could be jumping in puddles and having fun with water. Just maybe going for a walk. I don't know. It's like there's also could be, I don't know. It just, to me, it seems like doing something cozy, maybe reading a book, going gardening, watching the stars. There's so many choices. Like, don't they excite you? So this is it. It's like the universe is calling you out and saying, okay, my friend, poof, pause. Whatever it is, the drama of the world will continue happening. The spin, the drama's still there. But you need that time out here, my friend. The key to the joy, right? Alright, let's go on. Let's see what their tarot is. So we have 10 of Swords, yep. 8 of Swords, yep. It actually makes perfect sense that this is kind of together here. We have the 4 of Swords, oh yeah. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Hermit. Okay. Come on. I mean, and I love that the center is the 4 of Swords. It's just a confirmation. Yes, relaxation. You need to take the time out. Why? Because right now you are in this mental, I would say sort of, not saying that stuff isn't going on in your actual world, but I feel like this is a lot also about mental thoughts where, where something doesn't feel right, and then you just kind of it spins out of control. And by that I mean it keeps looping in your head, right? I have those thoughts where it's just and it kind of snowballs, right? So I start off with one thought, and then oh my goodness, we end up in zombie apocalypse or something like that. It's just why did we go all the way there? It's how did that? Okay. So that's what I'm saying here. So this is because you're overworking. You're not allowing yourself that relaxation. You need to rest, my friend. That's what I'm saying here. So I'm calling you out on that. I'm also going to call you out here on a little bit on this 10 of Swords energy. So Yes, it is, and you can actually see, but I want you to see that there is progress here. We go from the 8 to the 10, and so I think that you're almost at the end of this cycle of like a lot of thoughts. So here, I feel like it could be other people have been draining your energy. So maybe I would say like put yourself a little bit protection if you want. I have a little smudging spray that if you don't like smudging with smoke, there's a video there somewhere. So smudging yourself, like maybe because this is like also like other energy, maybe is taking a toll on your energy. And so what I am seeing here is what the universe is saying. So in order to stop this crazy like intensity, you need to rest. I mean, I feel like you need to recharge. So if there are people who are, you know, like draining you, you can actually like block them. I love that. Also, just take back your like thoughts. I really feel like there is like, because look at this energy here. I'm also feeling like hermit mode totally there. I'm often in the hermit mode, especially around September. So. And August, and pretty much every month I get a time where I'm just like hermit mode. So hermit mode is necessary for this week, and it's not hermit mode where you're just kind of like, okay, so I'm a little different from this, where you're just kind of going in the darkness. No, it's hermit mode of like where you actually go take out the time and you make yourself time for joy, time for things that make you happy. That's the hermit mode that I'm seeing here. So it's like the star here, the light is drawing you out is happiness. And we have this with the Ace of Pentacles. Look at this. If we can take that break, look how like this is like before and this is after a nap or break. We start to see an actual like improvement, which is the Ace of Pentacles. We are being offered something. Could be a job. It could be something that we've been wanting. Maybe the things that we're stressing out about this, like that make us feel like we are trapped. This is going to be the answer. It really does kind of feel like that's the answer. But then the answer is not just, and that's the thing here. It's not just that it's like being offered here, but it's that you know what to do with it. You know now what to do with it with the hermit, going in with yourself. But the first step, my friend, is relaxation. It is relaxation with joy. Not just like, oh, I'm not like, oh, whatever. No. It's with a purpose. Relaxing with a purpose. Hermiting with a purpose. Like being cozy. Watch movies if you want, like, you know, like, or go out in the park. I don't know. It's like what brings you joy. And it's sort of like, I feel like what's going to happen. Oh, wow. I love that visual I just got. It's like that the clouds, like those gray and stormy clouds that were all over your, like blocking your vision and like kind of like all over you. I saw them and they were kind of heavy and hazy. They just get lifted and you can actually see the sun. The sun, you can see the joy there. So please. I know it's like like pick a heart, but this is just something that's an important message because I really like this Ace of Pentacles for you. We're dropping this. This is the end of this cycle. You're done with this. Like I really mean this. You're done with it. It's time for you to start something new. Like with this Ace of Pentacles, look at this. It's an answer to the questions. It's an answer to the prayers. It's an answer to the wishes. It's an answer. And I love that the Hermit lets you know like how you're going to take it. It's inside here. It's like what's gliding your path for moving forward. This. Not the worries, not the pain, not the suffering. This. Loving this. Okay. See what your love energy for this week is. Sun, vitality, life, regeneration. Okay, can it be any more? Oh, look at this. I love regeneration and relaxation. Oh, perfect. Regeneration and relaxation go together. So you're finally getting that sun energy. You're finally getting that life back. And even here, it's like you're ready for this. Don't be like. Don't try to hide from it. Don't try to like think that you have to whatever wheels that are spinning. It's okay. Take a break. So let me know what you do. Like, what is it that you like to do for relaxation and for joy? Let's see. And passion. Look at this. This is the purpose. Here it is, like the advice with passion. So I passionately accept and love myself. So you passionately accept and love yourself. So definitely there's a sense of love. Yeah, and when we do love ourselves and when we actually accept ourselves, we put ourselves, like it's a priority. Like our health, our well-being, everything is a priority, right? And so then we take care of ourselves. We rest. We give ourselves that chance to relax. But I am also going to tell you that I think the guidance here, this Ace of Pentacles, this moving forward, not moving forward with the swords energy, but moving forward with the pentacle, with the passion. It almost feels like, yes, this is like an Ace of Wands here energy. It's a beautiful Ace of Wands because it's a flower that's blooming. And so I think that's where you are, my friends. That's where you are. I do love this. Let's see what your charm chips for this week are. Charm happening for collective of good one. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Nuts and bolts. Okay. We have, oh, I love this, freedom, independence. Even that's totally freedom, independence right there. So nuts and bolts. Things going together. I actually feel like the working, follow me if you will, with this one. It's like you need to, the nuts and bolts. I feel like for me, it's like the work and the relaxation kind of go together. That's what I'm hearing here. Or maybe for some of you, it's like you maybe want to work on a DIY project. Totally down with that. I've been thinking of doing DIYs too as well. So this is for me, yeah, independence. Kind of, again, sort of like the hermit mode in here as well. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's also like a sense of very much being regal. Again, putting yourself first here. And then again, independence. I feel like there's a sense of freedom, independence here. And then, yeah, okay, independence, freedom here. Soaring high. Also, like for some of you, it might be like, so to me, it looks like an eagle, not a hawk. So I'm going to say eagle, yeah. So soaring high, that's all about the sun energy. The eagle is connected to the sun. So maybe spending some time, yeah, like enjoying the sun, I would say. Yeah, because it's like there's a sense of seeing things in a higher perspective, I would say as well. So looking at that, and maybe I like with this, with the feline energy, maybe intuition, guidance coming through as well. They're both, like sometimes you need a higher perspective, and then you also follow it through with your intuition, and then somehow they work together. Maybe that's what we'll go with. I hope you like this reading. If you did like this reading, please do consider giving me a thumbs up. And subscribing to the channel. It just helps the channel grow, and it just keeps me coming back more, to be honest. I appreciate you. I really do. Thank you so much for sharing your energy, sharing your time, and of course sharing your journey with me. I feel so humbled and honored that I get to read your cards. Thank you so much. Until I see you in the next one. Bye-bye, my dear friends. Love group 2. I don't know why I'm singing. I don't know. Okay, determination, my friends. Okay, these are the energies, overall energies for this week. Sorry, I'm just going to organize that over here. Okay, so blessed and determination. Let's read what determination tells us. So determination is the power within to keep you from giving up on your dreams. Okay, so I'm actually I'm gonna like kind of, this is gonna be an interesting one because I feel like one part is determination. How do I say this? So yeah, one part is determination within yourself, right? One part of like making your dreams come true, and this is important for this week. So like, yes, determination is gonna get you somewhere, but there's also another sense here. It's also like a sense here of like you're being helped with this blessing. It's a blessing. So it could be your angel guides, it could be past loved ones that are actually helping you as well. I almost feel like they're like little buddies here, helping you, guiding you along the way. What I'm hearing is this message that I'm hearing here is that they're there, they got your back. So even when you're feeling low, or even when you're feeling like you're going to give up, I almost feel like ease some of the burden, ease some of it onto them. Like ask for a little help, and by that it's like, yeah, like just ask for a little help. It's like if you're having doubts, and it could be as simple as actually if you have a special angel that you talk to, just having a conversation with them. If it's past loved ones that that are your guardians, your keepers too, like talking to them about it. And then they're going to show you. They're going to, and this is important because they're going to give you signs. They're going to actually give you a sign to help you keep you on your path. So this is what I'm going to say. Be on the lookout for signs. It might be feathers, it might be pine cones, whatever it is, there's a sign for you. If you're having doubts, if you're unsure about which path to go on, ask for a sign and it will be given. It feels like things are being blessed. So if there's been obstacles, things are clearing up. So that's something I have for you. Let's go ahead and see what okay, good. Here we have the Five of Swords. We have the Strength card. Yep. We also have the Eight of Pentacles. Lovely. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. Not that I like, but these two are on the outskirts. Here we have the Five of Wands, and then we have the Five of Swords. Okay. All right, my friends. We're going to go into this beautifully. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, and so I can see what's happening. So when I see fives, for me, it means that there's a little bit of a bump in the road where you're kind of unsure where to go. It's the middle of the path. You're not in the first, you're not in the aces, you're not in the 10 of whatever it is. You're right in that middle. And usually in the middle is when we usually give up, because it's where it's no longer has this newness. And it's no longer and it's kind of too far from when we see the ending. So here I'm going to say, so determination. Okay, we can, all right, so I'm going to say with the Five of Swords. Five of Swords for me is that's the victory at any price here. So it's taking away here. And the reason why I'm having a little trouble is because this is a very different image than you usually get for the five. It's usually somebody who's left behind. So here we have somebody being tied up with one sword being here, and then we have this other person that's not tied up, but kind of I don't know, sleeping, unconscious, I don't know. And then we have here somebody who's taking the three swords. And so I feel like the three swords being taken away is actually interesting to me here, because it actually almost feels like this person is actually taking the heartache, because that's the Three of Swords, right? The heartache. But they're not aware of it. And that may be something else here. So I actually really like this Five of Swords now that I think about it. Okay, so the Five of Swords for me is the ego. It's when we act from a place of ego. So I can see, let's say this is a personification of the ego, thinking that we're taking the victory, but instead we're actually going to take the three swords. Actually, maybe he has more, but it should be five. So it's three swords, let's say. So taking the pain from that, right? Taking the heartache of it, and leaving casualties behind. So because the ego kind of, and that is actually, it could be even here, the divine feminine and divine masculine that is being taken away by this ego. So I'm going to say here, and this is why I'm going to say this. So determination, because it's just the position of the Strength card. The strength card doesn't take stuff with strength. It's actually it's actually, look at this, there's a harmony here with this the dragon and this cool magician. So there's a harmony there. It's a gentle strength. It's a strength coming from not forcing things. Doesn't come from the ego, but from an actual inner strength. And I think that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing that there's a lot of you could be butting heads with others. And I'm not saying that it's you that's doing this. No, I feel when others, what usually happens is, right, when whether it's competition or whatever it is, we're kind of sometimes we feel we have to compete with others, right? And then in a sense, it brings in the ego. I don't know why lately that's just sort of how I'm seeing things. Like the ego is that thing where we feel like we have to like win at all price, at all costs. But I feel like what I'm seeing here is that you don't need any of that, because you have a lot of inner strength, lots of strength coming from within you. You have actually almost like, this strength is almost also like a magician in a sense. You can manifest things. But not only that, you have the ability, you're enjoying something that you like to do with this Eight of Pentacles. You're working on something. The drama of people trying to compete, if you can, that's not needed here. You are going to succeed. And that's what I feel like the message is here. You are going to succeed, not because of the ego, not because of the drama and the competition. You're going to succeed because you have internal strength. You have determination to follow through on your dreams. But again, it's sort of like being divinely guided as well, in a sense. And you can enjoy the things that you're doing. I feel like here's what I'm seeing here. You're succeeding because you're putting in the work. You're succeeding because, you know, like you're attracting the things. It almost feels like you don't have to go into battle with things. You can just find a sense of peace. Like here it is, right? So if other people, and I really feel like, are trying to drag you into a competition, or trying to drag you into like some sort of drama, you don't need to go there. You don't need to listen to the ego. You don't need to like prove yourself this way. You're going to prove yourself in a whole other way, in a much better place, in a much better way. So this is like an important message there for this week. All right, let's see what what your love energy here is. Storm Witch. Okay, so we're releasing the chaos, and I also, it's like love energy, but I also just feel it's an overall energy. So absorption, right? You can be absorbed in the chaos of others, or we can release it. And here it is. I'm not against, like, chaos can be very intense, and it can be like the storm. The storm is, when you're in your storm, you're like, oh, that could be scary, but it could also be exhilarating. So I feel like that there's that about, like, there's this thing about you. You have an ability, this inner strength, to almost like, I feel like, control storms, or like to be okay in a storm, to see it be okay in the storm. So what I'm seeing here, but don't be absorbed. The storm cannot become like, the storm shouldn't be the drama, shouldn't be like, you should kind of navigate it. I hope that makes sense. And in terms of love, here is what I'm seeing here. Again, I feel like you can navigate whatever circumstances is happening in terms of love. You can navigate it. You can either release something, right? Let go of this, like, trying to like control the ego, or you can accept like I feel like the chaos. Yeah, like love can be that intense. It is. So it's up to you. You have the control, though. You, in terms of like, you have the strength to succeed in terms of love, and pretty much anywhere here. I really like this energy. All right, let's see what other stuff. Oh, come here. Let's see. Look at that. So this is your guide for this week. So purification. My energy field is being cleansed of all that I do not need. Yes. Oh, very beautiful. And then here we have the release again. So definitely, so if in love, and maybe love connections, either whether they're romantic or not, allowing to release, maybe that's what you need to purify. And you're purifying from, instead of like getting rid of the ego mind here, and getting rid of the drama that you no longer need, because this is really what, in the end, this is what you need. This is this right there, and success, and that's how you're going to have success. So I love that. Let's go ahead and see what charm chips you have for the week. Okay. So for some of you, there's love. There's also like a key here, and there's working hammer. Here we go. So I do like that. You do have like, you need to work on stuff. And look at this, I like this. The key has like a little heart there. I mean, like, it feels like you're unlocking your own heart, maybe unlocking the heart of others, but I feel like to me, it's like really unlocking yourself here. So unlocking your heart chakra here, maybe by getting rid of things that no longer are serving you, and working here on yourself. Yeah, keep working, and your dreams as well. It's actually quite lovely. I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please do consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. It just helps the channel grow. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy. Thank you for sharing your time, and of course sharing your journey with me. I feel completely humbled and honored to be able to read your cards. Thank you so much. Until I see you in the next one. Bye bye, my dear friends. Hello, my dear friends. Okay, so this is what your overall energy is for this week. Let's look at you. We have energy. Love that. Okay, so with limitless energy, you will achieve more than you ever dreamed possible. Okay, so limitless energy here, and look at the stars. Wow. How do we get there? Okay, so, and your hands are important. So maybe for some of you, energy healing might be helpful, and it's like a thing. Yeah, so some sort of like, I do feel like there is a sense of healing here. So that might be something that you might want to look into. Faith, I feel like, okay. So since this is kind of a sense here, it's almost like here there's a sense of transformation as well. Transforming through healing is what I'm saying. Transforming to healing. And this is the healing of faith. Because I'm like wondering, where is this energy coming from? And it's sort of coming from having this faith. It's coming from the sense of needing to transform. I almost feel like also you're following your stars, following what you want to do. This week, I feel like, is a week for you to go ahead and take that leap of faith. Take the leap of faith. Do something you've been wanting to do, like some sort of project, or something you're really interested in here. Because I feel like what I'm seeing here is that it's almost like this energy is like, yes, limitless energy, but it's actually kind of like, to me, it's sort of like the path is being cleared so you can get a lot done. And usually when I see something like this, I'm like, okay, you're gonna need to do it when you have the energy. This is very practical. Do it when you have the energy, because later sometimes stuff happens and your energy is getting drained of it. Also and energy therapy maybe for some of you. I don't know why, but that's like I feel like a sense of your needing to heal and then re-energize from the healing. So I don't know why, but the hands are very important to me. Yeah. And then I feel like if you have that faith, that also gives you kind of like an energy, because you're like, I can do it. I know I can, because you believe in it. You're sort of like, almost like releasing control. Versus when we feel like we're feeling like, oh, we have to do this, but we don't feel that we can. So we kind of have the opposite of energy. We usually kind of procrastinate. It's usually what we see. Okay, Four of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, yes. Okay, Five of Cups, and then Queen of Swords. Very interesting message here. Because so what I'm seeing here is this Knight of Cups. For me, yes, it could be a message of like love, but I'm gonna take it more in terms of like taking that energy. Again, look at this light energy here. Taking that energy like of something that you love, like using that, because the Knights have the ability to be, they represent people, but they also represent new energy coming through here. And the Knight of Cups is all about following your dreams, following your heart. And here, what I'm seeing here is also like, with this Four of Pentacles, it's like, look at this Four of Pentacles. It's like you're locking something up, right? It's like being locked up. And so the Four of Pentacles is sort of like you're trying to hold on to something. And I feel like that's the universe saying like, nope, opening the heart. This is having faith. Don't try to control. Don't try to like hoard or hold on to something. And that includes the past here. And that's with this Five of Cups. Because the Five of Cups is, we are focusing on things like past spilled milk, past mistakes. And like these are, to me, these two things can drain your energy right here. If you're trying to hold on to control things, trying to I feel like it's almost like your hands are closed, then you cannot receive new things, right? If you're trying to live in the past, if you're always in the past thinking about all the mistakes you did or all the things that like, oh, you missed and everything, then you're also closing your hands, but you're closing your hands to the present, you're closing your hands to the future. And so like, I can see why like the hands are playing such an important role here. So no, we're here. This is important. We're being guided this week to really follow through on your heart desires, allowing yourself to, like, I feel like dream and kind of almost release these two from happening here. And the overall energy here is of like the Queen of Swords, right? The Queen of Swords, oof, and this Queen of Swords is definitely very, she's like cool looking. So intuition guidance here with the owl there. It also like the sword here. So when I see the Queen of Swords, it's like she cuts away all the, I think she cuts away, like she would cut away that Five of Swords. She would cut away this the Four of Pentacles. Very determined, knows the truth, and kind of lives by her truth, right? She lives by this. And she's very strong. And I feel like that maybe you haven't been feeling your strength. You haven't been feeling that you're capable because you've been living in like in a place of like almost like a little, the Four of Pentacles is a place of scarcity, and the Five of Pentacles in a place of like I want to say discontentment in a sense, yeah. And I feel like the universe is saying like, nope, this cycle needs to come to an end because you have a lot of other energies here. You have this new beginning, like not a new beginning, but this, it feels like a new energy coming through here, right? This is like a zest for life coming through, a reaffirmation of like your heart, some heart desire of what you want. You like, it could be like, for me, it's like a creative project a lot of the time. It could be where it's like, where you're just like, I don't want to be in this state. I don't want to be in like in this state either. All right, so here it is, the night energy, the Knight of Cups comes in and brings you this new energy for you. And then you have to end it here with the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords will cut away things that are no longer necessary. So I do like this. Let's see what your love energy for this week. Like bitch, love, lust, boundaries. Okay, so boundaries, we're going to go with boundaries here with this, with the Queen of Swords. She is all about boundaries. She knows how to set those up. She can sometimes be a little bit closed off. So we have to be careful of that because she does put up her guard up pretty high. But here, with this, it could also be that there is like a new love coming through here. So if that's the new energy for you, I say go for it. Love, lust, but then but do have this sort of like boundaries, but not putting up walls. There's a difference, right? Just because we got hurt in the past doesn't mean we're going to get hurt again. So allowing yourself, have a little faith in here. For those of you who this is all about like love and lust, and maybe for someone like it's a reminder that, you know, like the 3 times are good too, my friends. Yeah, there's some energy there as well. Okay, let's see what, this is the advice. So all of my thoughts are directed towards my highest good. So what are you focusing on, right? And here it is. It's because, again, it's sort of like, where are you directing your energy? Are you focusing on, look at this, the star? Look at this sort of star, it's right there. Are you focusing on the star? Are you focusing on what you want? Or are you focusing on like past spilled milk, past hurts? And I say that like it's lightly, but I know that the Five of Cups is not a light card to have. So I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that what I'm always saying is like, you cannot change the past. I mean, you can't, I really like, I get you. I really do. You cannot change the past. And so living there is not really, it's sort of just making you stay stuck. And that's why I say that. So are you focusing on staying in this energy? Are you focusing on trying to control? Are you trying to like hold on to things? And I feel like I realized here, it's like this Faith card is, yes, it's sort of releasing all of this. It's like letting it go. Like maybe this happened for a reason. Maybe right now you're learning something from feeling a little bit of scarcity. Like having faith, like opening of the hands is important. Okay, and then what you focus on. Like, are you focusing on this Knight of Cups energy, which is like, could be definitely love for some of you. It could be just that you're following your heart again, that you're opening up to yourself, to that heart potential. And the Queen of Swords, allowing the truth of like what you really want, and especially with your intuition there guiding you as well. Let's see what, okay, we have 10, so it sounds to me like some sort of a completion coming through. Gingerbread man, it's all about joy, right? It's not about this. The whale, learning the history. The whale actually like keeps the codes of like, it's supposed to be in shaman culture, I would say. It's like the whale is the record keeper in many ways. So allow the records. It has happened, but it doesn't mean that we stay there forever. We just allow this experience. It's a learning process. Life is really all about learning. I don't think we ever get it quite right. And then the 10, just because it's the end of the cycle. I really do feel that. And the gingerbread man for me, I feel like it's really going for that joy, for that things that actually, like your dreams, like the things that actually bring you happiness. Don't be stuck in here or in here. It's time for you to move on to something even better. Okay, so I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please do consider giving me a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. It just helps the channel grow, and it keeps me coming back for more, and I truly appreciate it. I appreciate that you are here sharing your energy, sharing your time, and of course sharing your journey with me. Thank you for letting me read your cards. It always humbles me. Until I see you in the next one. Bye-bye, my dear friends. Hello, my friends. I'm Group 4. I'm singing for some reason today. So I'm glad you're here. Okay, so you chose this beautiful card, Clarity. So clearing your mind brings you closer to your sacred inner wisdom. Oh man, that's a strong statement right there, my friends. This one goes, all right, okay, and this is your overall energy for this week. So what I'm seeing here is that in order for you to start this new beginning, and look at this beautiful new beginning, it's like you have a go for it, clear skies, you have a clear path ahead of you, but you need to clear your mind. So what's that clearing of your mind? It could actually, I would say, maybe spending some time meditating this week. For some of you, I actually feel like clarity, because I'm a believer that if we have clutter around us, it's sort of like our mind is also cluttered. I come from a long line of hoarders. So I get that. I try not to hoard at all. I mean, there's certain things you can obviously decks and stuff that I do have a lot of. But what I'm going here is that it's a sense of like, if your space, right, especially your creative space, is all full of stuff, maybe the clarity, maybe you actually need to declutter. That might bring clarity. For others of you, another one of my favorite things to do is do a brain dump where you just write everything out. Maybe this is, because I feel like this is an ace of, I'm going to actually say like an ace of wands for some reason. And just, I'm feeling the wands here. So it's like, it's a new beginning. It's a new something for passion, but we have to kind of like get rid of the stuff that's cluttering our vision. Ooh, very strong. I like that. All right, let's see what we have. Okay, yeah. We have the 6 of Wands. We have the 6 of, let's look at that. We have a lot of 6s here. So we're moving forward again. Like very much, we're moving forward here. So, but look, I want you to see this. The 8 of Cups, we have to walk away from something we have to like move on from something. It may be sad because 8 of Cups, there's always a feeling of sort of like, oh, like you're like this person's leaving home, leaving to something completely a new beginning, right? And so it feels like there's still a sense of sadness there, and I get that. So I'm going to say that. And there's also here, I want to say there's another motion card here. And like the beginning feels like there's a lot of motion. This is a motion card. And then the 6 of Swords. So we're leaving behind things that are not, like, again, we're leaving behind like tumultuous times. We're leaving behind things that aren't really, I guess to our benefit, to our benefit anymore. It's like I feel like you've grown, is what I'm saying. You're beginning, it's a new beginning. You've ended something, so it's time for you to move forward. I do feel like you have there's a broad, big chance of potential like a victory here with the Six of Wands. And so I feel like there's a sense of gaining confidence. So I feel like we have, like, you may not see, but there's a dead ogre's face, I guess, or maybe it's a vampire. I don't know. But it's like the head. Yeah, it's, but I'm actually, wow, I'm actually going to go say this is like the head of like whatever it is that fear that was holding us back. I feel like that you're going to finally be confident enough to take the step. So it's not even, it's like, I feel like our own, like the things that have been blocking us, right? That's, we're riding away from this and we're moving towards this victory, confidence. But yes, we do have to leave behind. It might be like something we've outgrown. But look at this. Because we have the sun. The sun is going to guide us. Look, I really like this. Again, there's a lot of motion, movement in your cards. This, yeah, I feel like almost all of them are motion filled. So happiness, joy. You're moving towards your happiness and joy. This is total fulfillment. Wow. And all by clarity, by clarifying what you want, by clarifying what you need to do, right? Well, by listening to your inner wisdom too. So it guides you as you begin something totally new, as you begin your new journey. And it could be an actual, like, real, like, new beginning, like a physical new beginning. It could just be that you're thinking in a totally different, like, way of thinking and you're moving forward. And I feel like the joy is what's guiding you here. We're releasing. I really feel like there's a lot of releasing feeling coming through this week. And it just throughout all the different piles, there's been a sense of needing to release. And so I'm going to say here, releasing. You're beginning something new. Have confidence in yourself. I feel like you've overcome whatever that was, that limiting thing that was for you. So really follow in through that sun, the joy. And if you're not seeing this, then it's time for you to declutter your life in some aspect. Because it's there, it's like right here. See what your love energy is here. So secular, rich, worldly, eccentric, non-religious. Okay. What I'm seeing here is sort of like romance. Might not be the most like, I don't know why, but it just feels like the romance is not the major aspect here. I mean, like, it could be that you have, and like the sun is happiness and everything, and you hear you're riding away from something. But I feel like it's sort of like, for me, it's like the rich in terms of like love. It's sort of saying, it's sort of non-committal. It's sort of like that's not the priority this week. So take it as you will. Yeah, I feel like it's like, no, you're supposed to like be working on other stuff. I hope that makes sense. For others of you though, date night might be good out in the city. Just putting that out there. All right, and look at this. Oh my goodness, I love this card for you. So this is your advice. So, awakening. I am joyously, and that's the sun, I'm joyously awake and aware and ready for anything. Oh my goodness. That is perfect, because this is it. You're ready. You're ready for this beginning. You are clarifying, you're clearing the path. And look at this. This is the joy. You are ready. I am joyously awake and aware and ready for anything. And you are ready for anything. You're ready for a beginning. That's what you are. And for like this victory and happiness and the fun and the joy. So yeah, I say go for it. Or like this. Let's see. Okay, so these are your charms. You begin a beginning. You're starting that road, my friends. We have the house, so home, guidance. Oh, maybe for some of you there is Cupid there. So maybe love is there. A new beginning with love. But I'm okay. So what I'm seeing here, it's just that it's not like if it happens, it happens, and I feel like you're just gonna like let it be. You're not gonna be tied down. I don't know why it's non-committal. That's the energy I'm getting for that. So I'm sorry, but there is like possibly Cupid here, awakening. You're moving forward. And for this, it feels like you're like, oh, if it happens, it happens, because you have a sense of you're okay with where you are, whether you're single, whether you're with other people. It doesn't matter. You're okay. you're still happy. So Cupid, love could be in the cards. Home, again, for me, it's like sort of clarifying, clearing the home, but you have a new beginning. Like for me, it's like decluttering. I don't know why, but that's like the message that I'm getting here. So any kind of decluttering you want to do, just go for it. And then just kind of leap and go into that beginning of yours. Just like leap right in there. So I hope you like this reading. If you did, please consider giving me a thumbs up. It just helps the channel grow. And if subscribing, that would be awesome too. Keeps me coming back for more. I'm very appreciative. Thank you so much for being here, for sharing your energy, sharing your time, and of course sharing your journey with me. I feel completely honored and humbled to be able to read your cards. Thank you so much. Until I see you in the next one. Bye bye, my dear friends. Dear friends from group 5. Okay, so you got dreams. I like it. Oh, and you have these cards. Cool. So you have sleepy time, dreams. Let's see what this says right here. Okay. Dreams are an expression of collective experience combined with messages from the spirit world. So dreams are highly important this week is what we're seeing here. And also I feel like resting is also highly important for you this week. So maybe keeping a dream journal might be important. I also feel like sometimes, not just in our dream life, but sometimes in our like waking life, we have like little signs, right? And synchronicities. Be on the lookout for those. This is, strong intuition, and okay, and then friendship might be coming through here. So this is important. Friendship is important for this week. So maybe a friendship with spirit, maybe friendship with an actual person, but intuition is highly, it's being called very important this time here. We can tell by that. And then, so I feel like almost like your dreams are going to answer a question too. So be on the lookout for that, okay? And what I like to do, if there is a question that I would like to be answered in my dreams, write down the actual question, put it underneath your pillow, and see, like, then have a dream journal ready, so it might actually be answered. Give it a few nights, and then look at it each night before you go to sleep. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, we have the Magician energy, beautiful energy. We have the Page of Pentacles energy, the High Priestess, which makes perfect sense. We have the Ten of Wands, and then we have the Lovers. Okay, wow, look at this. You have a really, like, well, first of all, intuition is the most important. That is, like, kind of your key here. Your key here is this intuition. So I feel like having lots of, like, maybe, like I said, synchronicities. It's almost like, I feel like I really keep hearing like there's answers coming. I also love that you have the Magician and the High Priestess. So it could be that you're also maybe your friendship will be with a counterpart. Because for me, they're actually kind of counterpart for me. Some people, it's actually the Hierophant and the High Priestess, but for me, it's the High Priestess and the Magician. So there might be some sort of like friendship coming through here, counterparts. But I do feel like you have this, and I also see that there's a lot of progress here. Oh, wow, look at that. So I feel here is what I'm seeing, I'm going to actually kind of like these three cards are going to go together. And these are like, they're important, but these are like pretty because they're major arcana. So what I'm seeing here is that you're going to unite here your ability to manifest things and also your intuition. So I feel like they're going to be in a harmony here. They're finally going to be in this harmony where you are like, this is an important week because you actually can manifest a lot of things. And intuitively, you can get a lot of answers as well. So I feel like, this is like combining. For others of you, it might actually be that you kind of meet somebody who's your equal in some sort of way. Maybe whether it's in your dreams. I'm like, because sometimes you do meet people in your dreams, or in physical waking life. So there is that counterpart there. They might be showing up in your dreams. It might be through friendships. I don't know. We do have the Ten of Wands, and I'm not going to ignore that at all. I just felt this is an important message because that's really the overall. The rest is all sort of like, it's there. You're taking on way too much. You're wearing, look at this. It's like your head is really heavy. I also feel like I keep thinking these are like questions, or like you have problems or something that are just like in your mind occupying, and I feel like your intuition is trying to say, no, we have the answers, just like really ask us. We have the ability. I feel like you have the ability to solve whatever these problems are, and it's really interesting because the ones is usually like you're carrying a heavy burden, but this for me it's more like different worries, different trying to solve different problems in your head, and so it's like that's the heaviness coming through. It's more a mental challenge here. We also have the Page of Pentacles, so we have to understand that we're kind of in a learning. So we're still learning about things. So maybe we're still learning about intuition, and we were still learning about manifestation. But overall, you may think you're still here, but I feel like you have mastered this. Yeah, you have mastered this. It's just a matter of like kind of relearning it. I don't know if that makes sense. But I also feel like, look at this, you have the power. So if you've been worrying about money, there's like the pentacles being like brought up here like several times, and for me, and that's yeah, that's all about like money, and like, so you have the ability to kind of, I feel like, manifest it, bring it to you. It might be an answer to one of these problems. So maybe you're worrying about money, maybe you're worrying about finances. You're in the beginning of like learning it. Yeah, I think you're like in the beginning of also starting to manifest it. So don't give up on this at all. Really follow your intuition, and then if you know, like, how do I say it, and then kind of joining it with your manifestation. So the Magician energy of the manifestation. So I feel like it's really like, I want to say it's like your intuition is guiding you, but the Magician is what is also like kind of using your Magician energy is not like, it's sort of like the Emperor energy, but it's a little different because it doesn't feel that stable. It's sort of like, I almost want to say with this Magician energy, it's like sort of trying different things out, following your intuition, but trying things out until you get it right. Like, and right, I mean right. So that's why it feels like a little bit inexperienced here. But you're there. I feel like the universe is saying, you're almost there, my friend. So don't give up. All right, let's see what your love energy for this week. And for love energy is the Kitchen Witch. So sustenance, preparation, shelter. So what I'm seeing here with the kitchen, it might be that you want to make like maybe a nice meal. For others, I just feel like maybe actually spending cozy times, because the shelter is like something that's important. So love, I kind of want to, like, there's different aspects I want to say. Like, so for some of you, maybe having like where you actually cook a meal, or like do something like where it's like you gather around the table and eat. So that's what I'm seeing. Like, it's an important aspect. It's where the family usually kind of gathers together. There's a sense of, well, it is nourishment coming through. For others of you, I would say, it's weird, spice things up a little bit. Try something different. So if you're single, like, try something totally different. Maybe going to a cooking class. Maybe doing something like, I don't know, like not your usual routine is what I would say for you. That's exciting. All right, and I might actually listen to my own advice here. All right, and so here we have, this is the advice for this week. We have surrender. All is well, I surrender to my inner guidance. Yes, but do you see this? The inner guidance is, again, your intuition, the High Priestess. Even the Magician is that inner guidance coming through. That you need to combine them both together. Yeah, so what I'm seeing here is that everything, whatever it is that feels like this 10 of Wands, is what I'm seeing. Like, this 10 of Wands is like, all the answers are here. You have the ability to navigate through that. You just have to listen to your intuition, which is very strong this week. Your dreams, again, very strong. Let's see what your charm chips are. Charm chips for a collective of groups. Oh! Sleepy time again, the moon. Again, listening to your intuition there. 8, abundance is coming, looking at things from a closer look, taking a closer look at things. Creativity, that might be this, like looking at things like how do you, and I feel like creative too in the kitchen. I know it's weird, but I really do feel like that's important. And so maybe for those of you who are like, oh, I don't know, maybe actually call, like, have friends over, have, like, it just, to me, like, the love aspect, this in like, love aspect is sort of like, there's a sense of needing to be nourished and to kind of, like, appreciate and, like, getting your hands involved. I don't know why. But yeah, that's what I'm saying here. So you can, like, look at things a little bit closer. And for me, it's your dreams. I really do feel like this is so important because I feel like they're guiding you in abundance. And maybe it might be something that's creative, something that you're not, something that's a little new. So look, be creative with things. Okay, I think that is it for you. Thank you so much for being here, Group 5. I really, truly appreciate you. Thank you so much for sharing your energy. Thank you for sharing your time and, of course, sharing your journey with me. I feel honored to be reading your cards. Until I see you in the next one. Bye-bye, my dear friends.